Hey everybody, it's Happelheim, the Malaysian LOTRO gamer. I am on Bulwark beta testing update 16, and I've also checked out the imbuement system. For those that don't know, the imbuement system is going to be implemented to make the LI system more epic. So legendary items from now on are going to grow with you, so you don't need to farm new LIs every time we hit a level cap. So to start the imbuement process, you head to a Forge Master, and when you click on her, you'll see the imbuement legendary item option straight away. Clicking on that shows you the list of LIs that you have that you can imbue, and all the legacies that you have. So once you've clicked the imbue item at the bottom, you can open up your legendary item panel, which is Shift I, and this is what an imbued item UI will look like. And it's pretty different from the old, or I should say a non-imbued item. So this is what we're all used to. Going back to the imbued item, you'll see that every legacy has its own progress and its own progress and XP bar. And on the right side is an information box which tells you what tier this legacy is on and what is the max tier currently for that legacy. So how do you tier up your legacies for an imbued item? It's pretty simple and straightforward. So it's the same as before. Every time you kill a mob, you're gonna earn some IXP. Say you get 2000 IXP. That's gonna be shared across all the legacies here. And going back to the information box, you'll notice that there's a max tier of 16, and there are 5 unlockable tiers. So how do you unlock these tiers? Well, there's 3 ways. The first way is through an item in game, which is probably gonna drop from a dungeon or a big battle, but that's unclear yet because there's no information about it in beta. The second way is to click on the box, and you can increase a maximum tier by 1 for 35 mithril coins. The third way is through empowerment scrolls. So for an imbued item, an empowerment scroll, you can use it to unlock 1 extra tier. For non-imbued items, empowerment scrolls aren't going to change. They're going to work the same way it has. So basically you can pay 35 mithril coins to unlock a tier, or you could use empowerment scrolls. For those who don't want to spend money buying mithril coins, empowerment scrolls is the way to go, but it's going to be a long grindy process. I read somewhere in the chat that somebody needed 160 empowerment scrolls to level up both his main legendary weapons, so that's kind of crazy. So looking at the information box here on the right, you'll see that some of the legacies here have already have some tiers unlocked, like 4 out of 15 of the unlockable tiers. So this is because of the age of the ally that I imbued. So it's important to note that depending on the age of your ally, whether it's 3rd age, 2nd age, or 1st age, that will determine how many unlocked tiers you get right from the get-go, right from when you imbue the item. So I think a 1st age could probably unlock 5 or 6 right from the get-go, whereas a 3rd age, as you can see, is only unlocked 4 out of the 15. So keep that in mind. Starlit crystals. So the new use for starlit crystals is it's only going to work for the first legacy here, which is usually the DPS or healing rating. So when you use a starlit crystal on this legacy, it's gonna automatically tier up the healing rating legacy, as well as unlock 1 additional tier. So it should look like 2 out of 17 on this one if I've used the starlit crystal. Another thing to note is that once you've imbued an item, you cannot deconstruct it to get the relics or the XP item. Once you've imbued it, it's gonna grow with you forever, and the only way to to get rid of it is to just drag it from your bag and destroy it. So be very careful about which item that you're imbuing. You don't want to accidentally imbue a farming ally that you're farming to get the relics and shards and stuff like that. So that's an overview of the imbuement system. My final thoughts is that, yeah, I think some of the ideas are pretty good. That our allies are definitely gonna feel like it's growing with us now, and we don't need to go and farm a whole bunch of allies in the next expansion or whatever. But considering the amount of unlockable tiers, like some of these have the max is 27 and you can unlock 15 more, so it is gonna be a long process and a long grind to get all the empowerment scrolls. So I do feel like it's an additional grind to the ally system, and there's been some conversation happening in world chat and beta that it has some element of pay to win, but I don't see it that way, because whenever you spend 35 Mithril coins, you're only unlocking one tier, and that person still has to level up that tier by getting IXP. At this point, we don't know if there's any item that you can buy from the store that automatically tiers up or levels up the entire tier. So if there is such an item, then yeah, I'll think it's pay to win too. But right now, it's not so much pay to win. It's just grindy. That's about it. So it's also you should also note that this is only beta 1, so things might change. There's still time for changes to be implemented. And for the full list of notes that's coming up with update 16, I've linked the release notes in the description bar. If you've got any comments, drop it in the comment section. Thanks for watching.